Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is eyeqew, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you one of the most insane but old and trusty M4 builds. Now this is going to be a great build no matter if you're playing multiplayer. We'll go ahead and talk about how to tune it, how to put the attachments on, what to use, what not to use, as well as if you guys are playing Warzone. This gun obviously came back with the new update that came out, and it is absolutely shredding people no matter if you are playing on Warzone or multiplayer. It is about a 2 to 3 tap no matter depending on the range. But I've seen anything from 2 taps from super far away as close as 2 to 3 taps from literally inches in front of you. So to go over and talk about this build, we'll go ahead and go over to our weapons section. But before we get started into that, guys, go ahead and make sure you guys are hitting that like button and slapping that subscribe button. We're on the road to hit 6,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If you guys could help me reach that goal, I'd be greatly appreciated. So I do enjoy and I'm very thankful if you guys do that. So let's go ahead and make our way over to the God tier class. If you can't tell already, this is going to be our M4 build that absolutely shreds. So let's go ahead and take it over to the firing range really quick. So if we were to take it over to the firing range, you can kind of already see what I'm rocking. This is going to be starting off with the Warzone build for all my Warzone players. So if you guys do want to see the multiplayer build, go ahead and make sure you stay watching. So if we go ahead and look at something like this, we'll go ahead and count how many it is in close range. So that's going to be a 4-shot in close range, and this is obviously going for the Warzone build. So obviously if you're shooting a little bit faster, you're going to see something like... That is absolutely crazy right off of rip, especially if they don't have plates on. So let's go ahead and talk about this build, guys. So we'll make our way over to the gunsmith. And the first thing that we're going to do is talk about the magazine. Now, if you guys are playing Warzone, you're going to be running the 60 round mag, You're going to be running the 60 round mag if you are playing Warzone, just because of the fact that more ammo is obviously going to be a lot easier for more engagements, as well as not having to reload as much. If you guys are playing just multiplayer, I recommend taking that 60 mag off and putting that 45 round mag on. Or if you guys don't want to run a mag and you want to switch it up with something else, we'll go ahead and talk about that as well. So for the 60 round mag for Warzone, 45 to no mag add-on if you guys are playing multiplayer, but that's kind of just how we're going to do this. And for the next one, we're going to be talking about the tctekk Ripper. Now, this is going to be a underbarrel that we're going to be running on our gun. That's going to help with our aiming idle stability, our hipfire control, and our recoil stabilization. Now, the tctekk Ripper is obviously one of the best underbarrels to be running, no matter on what gun you use, because it's just a great underbarrel and it competes. Nothing really competes as much as this one does, in my opinion. Now, for the tuning on this one, we're going to be kicking it with plus 26 towards the weight, going up towards that recoil stabilization with maxed out plus 40 towards our aiming idle stability. You're going to see that this is going to obviously help with aiming and your recoil, especially in Warzone. So to kick it off with the muzzle, we're going to be running this Harbinger D20. This is going to help with a sound suppression or give us that silencer build for Warzone, so that way people can't trace where our gunshots are coming from on the minimap. This tuning on this is obviously going to be different, so we'll go ahead and show you what this is. So the tuning on this, we're going to make that recoil smoothness all the way up to plus 140, and we're going to take that bullet velocity and turn it towards the right, towards 0.35. So this is going to be what you want to be running if you guys are using Warzone classes, so go ahead and make sure you follow this video very closely, do all the tuning that I do, and make sure to stay tuned if you guys are looking for multiplayer builds. So to kick it off with the barrel, we're going to be running that high tower 20-inch barrel. This is going to help with our recoil control, our damage range, to help us give more range in Warzone, and our bullet velocity and hipfire accuracy. So for the tuning on this, we're going to be kicking that with plus 40 for the length, and our recoil steadiness is going to be plus 23 for the weight. And lastly but not least, for the Warzone build, we're going to be running the AIM OPV4. This is obviously what a lot of people use in Warzone no matter what they're playing. This optic's very good, and it does help in close range and far range. I like to run it on my, I believe it's the Corona Squall, is how it's pronounced. But I love running that on my gun. It just helps so much. And lastly, for the tuning on this one, we're going to keep the bottom one close and far even. So we're going to keep that as it is, but we're going to turn that aim down sight speed down to negative 1.65 to help with our aim down sight speed, obviously, to make this a little bit of a quicker gun and engagements and stuff like that for Warzone. Now, the only thing I would recommend switching if you guys do play with this build on multiplayer is going to be taking off that muzzle and go ahead and switch it for a stock or a rear grip, no matter what you play with. So if you guys want to run that X10 grip that a lot of people do like to run, go ahead and run that. Or if you guys like to run a stock, kind of run a stock that gives you a little bit more of a faster pace. If you guys want to run a stock and a rear grip, I'd recommend taking off that optic and that muzzle at the same time. This is more of a Warzone build right off the rip, like I said, guys. So go ahead and take that muzzle off and swap it for a rear grip. If you guys don't want to run a sight at all, go ahead and take that off. You guys can run a stock or ammunition if you prefer. And then lastly but not least, if you guys do want to switch this up for multiplayer, go ahead and take that 60 round mag off, unless you're in a lot of close range matches, where if you're playing shipment, maybe that 60 round drum mag is actually going to help you out a lot more than it does. So I hope you guys do enjoy. I hope you guys did like today's video. If you guys have any questions at all, please leave a comment down below, and I hope you guys did enjoy. Peace.